Gabby Petito.
Gabby Petito.
Some people took the case into their own hands and became digital detectives.
I love it. I love it.
Police are closing in on the convicted killer.
County Sheriff's Office.
Were you able to get a description of the intoxication?
Hi, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute. A Florida license plate. Gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Police body cam video from August 12th.
A picture-perfect travel couple in a van that would never be seen the same way again. A police stop, a viral body cam, and later, a notebook that told the final truth. Gabby was just 22. A vibrant artist, a travel influencer, dreaming of freedom on the open road. Her van was more than a vehicle. It was her home.
All the chocolate melted.
I know. It's a river of chocolate. Be cautious.
You can't keep chocolate in Utah.
August 2021, a stop in Moab that would change everything. It started with a desperate 911 call. A man was seen slapping a woman.
Grant County Sheriff's Office.
Were you able to get a description of the intoxication?
Hi, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, I'm calling. I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida with a white van, Florida license plate, white land, gentleman,
Where's
about
it at?
5'6", beard. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Cooperative, but what do you say?
What were they doing?
In the more than 2-minute long call, the caller claims he saw the man striking the woman.
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Okay, you said it's a white van?
White van. I can give you the license plate if you give me 1 sec. I took a picture of it.
What kind of white van? Like a big one?
It was a smaller van with the license plate of, it was white, Florida license plate QFT G03. It was, the make was a Ford, model was Transit, black ladder on the passenger side.
Black ladder, passenger side.
White Ford Transit.
White Ford Transit. Okay, what's your name? And where did they, so they turned, they headed south on Main Street from Moonflower Market?
Correct, they made the right turn.
Oh, so they went north.
North. Yeah, sorry, I'm not from around here.
Okay, you're right there by the post office?
Right across the street, yep.
Okay, and when they turned onto Main Street, they went right or left?
Right.
Right, so they went north. North on Main. All right, I will let somebody know. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Bye.
Thanks.
Stranger claimed that he saw this fight and he told dispatch that the boy was slapping the girl.
Police rushed to the scene.
You saw some body cam video of officers in Utah interacting with Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito after the 911 call reported a domestic situation.
Okay. She says that she. No, you can talk to her. She seems like a really sweet girl, 22 or something. Has a lot of anxiety and from what she's claiming, she's the full-on aggressor here. I'd love to go talk to the independent witnesses, and maybe that's what I'll go do.
I give her time. We really had a nice morning with everything, but she just worked up as we were trying to get going and get our day going because we want to go like arches or something like that. Okay.
You want to tell me about those scratches on your face?
She had her cell phone in her hand. That's why I was pushing her away, because she wanted me. I like the keys so I could walk away. I said, let's just take.
Their body cams capturing moments no one could forget. Gabby, tearful and scared, spoke softly, but the silence that followed spoke louder than words.
I'm perfectly calm all the time.
Hours later, the police left them alone. Brian drove away, leaving Gabby behind.
People went on a trip, one person returned, and that person that returned isn't providing us any information.
Then, social media exploded. Gabby's last post sparked a nationwide search. Strangers became investigators.
This photo, and it's the last photo that's been posted on her Instagram.
And the hunt is definitely on now for Brian Laundrie, and we can officially now call this a manhunt.
Piecing together the trail she left behind.
Reveals a lot about what Brian Laundrie's intent was, and whether or not that crosses over into anything they contribute to his own parents, that's a different story.
Brian returned to Florida alone. No Gabby, only questions. On September 11th, her family's call for help sent shockwaves across the country.
I didn't listen to the whole call. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
I was angry. Yeah. Because it didn't make any sense.
The search was on. Then, the unimaginable. Gabby's remains were found in a remote part of Grand Teton National Park.
The FBI confirming the body found in Wyoming at Grand Teton National Park is in fact Gabby Petito.
Consistent with the description of Gabby
Breaking
Petito.
news out of Wyoming, where the FBI have confirmed that a body has been found in the area.
Us on the WATL, I'm Natasha Lance. A body believed to be 22-year-old Gabby Petito was found in Wyoming National Forest Sunday.
A place meant for peace became the scene of heartbreak. Brian disappeared into the wilderness. The nation watched as police scoured every inch of the Carlton Reserve. Inside a notebook found among Brian's belongings, a chilling confession.
Authorities revealing that in a notebook found with Brian Laundrie's remains, he claims responsibility for Petito's death.
If there is a date in the notebook, like a lot of people will date a diary or something like that.
Laundrie's notebook that were released appear to read in two parts. The first, a letter to Gabby, and the second, a letter to the person who finds the notebook.
FBI just releasing hundreds of pages related to the investigation. The FBI uploading 366 pages to its records vault this week. It includes the photos of evidence, letters, maps, firearms, pictures of those at least, that belonged to Brian Laundrie.
The truth laid bare on paper. The autopsy confirmed what many feared: death by strangulation, a homicide.
The coroner ruling the manner of death is homicide. And tonight, the final autopsy results have been released.
The results show Gabby was strangled to death, her body lying in the Wyoming wild for weeks before she was found.
We hereby find the cause and manner of death to be the cause, death by strangulation.
Online communities rallied. TikTok and YouTube sleuths pieced together the fragments of Gabby's story.
I personally have tried to really focus on sharing facts and sharing things that were being talked about without coming up with crazy theories.
Instinctive in us that want to solve crimes, and specifically a crime of this nature.
Vigils lit up across the nation, voices demanding justice.
That's exactly right. Wes Kaufman says the person she was riding in the car with was someone that she just recently entered into a relationship with. And tonight, as he plans his sister's funeral, he says they are still demanding justice.
Brian's remains were eventually found, but the wounds remain. The FBI declared the case closed. Brian was the sole suspect.
No one other than Laundrie was involved in that death. Investigators say Petito died of blunt force injuries to the head and the neck. The FBI hoping this investigation has brought some kind of closure to the Petito family. And on October 20th, Laundrie's remains were found in a nature reserve in Sarasota County, Florida. He died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Logical investigative steps have been concluded in this case. The investigation did not identify any other individuals other than Brian Laundrie directly involved in the tragic death of Gabby Petito. The FBI's primary focus throughout the investigation was to bring justice to Gabby and her family. The public's role in helping us in this endeavor was invaluable, as the investigation was covered in the media and around the world. And then basically the FBI just shared their condolences with the Petito family. So really the new piece of information here is the FBI has officially connected Brian Laundrie to Gabby Petito's death.
The tragic ending to a nightmare that gripped a nation. Gabby's family continues to speak out.
To come from the tragedy that happened, all right? We can't let her name be taken in vain. We need positive stuff, all right? So anything that we can do to bring that up and help people, that's what we want to do.
Joe, do you think Brian's still alive?
I'm not going to talk about it.
I don't know how to respond to that. I just hope that people are inspired by her. It's hard to put into words, but it means a lot to me that she's touched so many lives already, and this is only 2 weeks into it, and I'm so proud of her for doing this, and we're going to keep it going, like you said, keep the light going and help a lot of people if we can.
Part of our goal was we wanted to bring her home as quickly as possible, but it's important for the FBI, the Teton County Sheriff's, the Teton County Coroner's Office to hold on to her for as long as they need. We want to make sure that no matter what, we do not impede their investigation in any way. We wanted her home immediately, but we understand their position, and we know that she's safe with them, and as long as she's with them. And it was a very tough decision to have to make to come home, but we felt it was important to come home so we could mourn her and celebrate her life and be with our family and friends. And when they're ready to release her, we will be bringing her home.
Have you gotten any of her things back from Florida?
Here, I mean, I want to say at least 7 to 10 times.
Do you remember any one particular incident that you were particularly upset about?
Yeah, well, we were supposed to go line dancing. It was ladies' night, and her drive is about 30 minutes to me. And halfway there, she realized her ID was missing. And so it caused a really big argument because Brian just didn't want her to go out. And it was a jealousy issue. And it caused a huge argument between them. And she came over and cried and just talked to me about what happened and told me all that she was comfortable telling me.
Did you feel that their relationship was getting more problematic?
I do believe that their relationship, as they kept going on, was getting a little, problematic. I mean, just seemed like there was more and more arguments, and everything she did, I feel like, he thought was wrong. And even as she said in the body cam, he didn't even support her with her blog, which that's not what a fiance or boyfriend does. They support you with anything you want to do, and that in itself, made me feel like it just continued to get worse.
Brian is not talking to the police. What's your message?
I just wish him and his family would realize how serious it is, and my friend's life is at stake, and I would really just appreciate it if he would speak up. And he saw her last. If he says something, he has more information. Even just one little thing gives us a place to start. I just wish he'd say something. If anybody knows or sees any information or thinks they have any information, please say something. We're relying on you to say something. That's all we can do right now, is hope that people say something.
Turning grief into a call for awareness. A reminder that behind every statistic is a human life, full of dreams and love. If you suspect abuse, don't wait. Speak up. Act. A journey that began with a smile, ended with a question we must never stop asking.